Hello, everybody. Just sitting here on New Year's Eve. What is it, 8 o'clock? And feeling a lot of love for everybody, all my friends, and all the people that I've interacted with in this crazy, crazy year of COVID and other insanity. I'd like to say I'm sitting here on the beach with my little boat behind me and all that kind of stuff, but cold hard reality is quite different. I guarantee I'm going to be on this next year at New Year's Eve, enjoying the breeze, the breeze, the sun, the crashing waves behind me. I'm setting new intentions for myself in this time, this very formative, I don't know what you want to call it, soup of energies that is breaking us down and crushing us, but at the same time showing us who we are and who we came here to be, and freeing us from old patterns and beliefs and mangled up traumas and other things that are no longer serving us. We've learned so much, and that's what I want to speak about a little bit today, is all these things that I thought were insanity and the world was broken and people were broken and all these things. But as I look at them more and more and more, I'm starting to realize that they were all orchestrated by a higher power. Call it my higher self, call it source, call it God, call it whatever you want. But something came in and gave me this unique set of circumstances that basically smashed me wide open. Made me feel despair, made me feel angry, made me feel not free. And you can see some of them. We just talking about some of them here in this past 2 years. And these things have been helping us as much as they've been tearing down the world around us. They've forced us inward. They've forced us to be separate from family. They've forced us to be in fear, in chasing, being uncomfortable, being afraid, and not understanding the reason, the rationale why it would even happen, why there's so much craziness in the world, that all these lies and other factors of control are going on. And we can look at it and it's like, oh, they won, or something bad happened, and they're getting their way. But in exactly doing these things, they've actually forced us to wake up. They forced us to look inside and understand our whys, and are we really in fear? What are the facts? What are the other things? And you're starting to see that with friendships, with family, with everyone, and seeing how codependency and narcissism and all these things have all flowed through, and we've got to see them front row seat now. And guess what? Once you've seen under the veil of all these things, they have no power over you. It's almost laughable to watch these behaviors play out once you really understand what's underneath and what the wounds are that cause them, what the pain, what the vampiring of energy that was part of it. And we start to see the old collapsing, the old lineage traumas, the old epigenetics that were in our parents and grandparents, etc. And now we're aware of them, and they can never happen again. We were born with the medicine to heal all this stuff, and going through all this stuff has shown us in clear light of day why. And now we're powerful. We now no longer have those codependencies, those narcissisms, those crazinesses that were born into us. We have healed them, and it's healed into the collective. If we look at epigenetic lineage, things like 10 years back, 10 generations back, we could be talking hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people are in our indirect family. So when we start looking at all this stuff, we start to understand that we're cleaning up a mess. We're cleaning up old patterns. We're cleaning up old things that made it impossible to have a life. It made it impossible to be loved, made it impossible to have love, to experience reality in a way that wasn't cloying at you. So now we have this beautiful opportunity. We now see ourselves. First thing I want to state is go back and take your power back. All those things that hurt you or made you feel uncomfortable, made you sad, that power is now ready to come back. So go in before you go to sleep tonight and just sit with yourself and look at all the times you gave up your power, or you had to shut down, even though you knew you were right, or it got weirdly changed that you felt ashamed because of something you were standing up for. It was all part of the purpose. It kept us down, and it kept us slow, and it kept us small. So now, guess what? We get this opportunity to take all that power back. Go back in all your timelines and all your past lives and all these things and ask for your power to come back. And ask for the inversion to be uninverted so you can truly see where all the power was. And then setting intentions with that new power. What have you become throughout this period of really crazy insanity? How much have you been shining the light despite a lot of fear? How much love are you showing to the world despite it being and feeling broken and angry and twisted? Guess what? As you start to take responsibility for these things, as you start to grow, as you start to accept yourself as a higher being and of light and of love, and accept your connection to God and accept your connection to love and light, magic starts to happen. So set an intention. I set an intention of the new home that I want. I set an intention for the money I want flowing in my life. I set the intention of how the relationships I want. I sat lovingly and went inward and just sat with it and declared it into the world, declared it into presence with another person so that it's not just me that heard it. And I heard theirs. And I could feel it cement into the world. It's cemented into reality. The energy of that is already underway. And no longer am I going to give that power away. No longer am I going to fear that it's not going to work out. No longer. I came here as an infinite being to have an infinite experience. And 51 years of my life has been mangled up because I gave all that power away. Well, now it's mine. And now I'm keeping it. And that's how I'm going to start in a happy, happy new year. With those new energies growing and taking seed in a completely new world and a new reality. Because 2022 is one. Everything's going to break open. The truth is going to come out. Some people are going to move into higher vibration. Other people are going to pass. Other people are going to work through whatever's left in a very rapid period. So right here and right now, I give up all my past. I give up all the things that no longer serve me. I forgive everyone. I forgive everything. I release all energies, all feeling bad, anything that I felt I did wrong or I failed at, I release. I release everything. Everything. The homes, belongings, they've all been taken from me because they really didn't have any value in the way I saw them before. Now, it's all within me. It's not all that outward stuff. That's not what makes me safe. That's not what drives me through the day. That's not what gives me integrity. It's right here. So I release all the things from the past that we're trying to show status, show whatever, jobs, titles, anything. Because really none of it matters. And I'm not saying go sell everything on the corner tomorrow. I'm saying let go of the attachment to them. And a roof over your head and food and money and stuff will show up as you need it for you to continue on this path. It's not about chasing it. It's not about figuring it out and protecting yourself. I see so many just lost in that right now. Just trust that you're worthy of having everything you need. And then trust that you can have abundance. Trust that all that was taken from you will be returned, because it will. So set that intention. Go to sleep with the belief that that's possible. Even if you don't completely believe it yet, just go to sleep with that in your heart. And just let it settle there. Just let it breathe. Feel it. Feel the feeling of how that would feel with no debts, no bills, no worrying about a house, worrying about anything. That's my message for the new year, is just go into that calm place and start to paint a picture of where you want to be. New house, what's it look like? How's it feel in the chair? What's the wind feel like on your face? And just start to sit there. Spend a few minutes just feeling it. How good does that feel? How good does it feel that you're not having a mortgage or paying for a lease or any of those things? You're now free. Your human rights are completely and totally met in this new world. So I'm wishing you all a happy new year. And I'm hoping that this is a seed that will help you to plant a seed for yourself. It works for me, and it'll work for you. So I love you all. Thank you for listening. Happy New Year. And keep shining, keep loving and lighting. And just for closure, I'm definitely not on a beach. I sure plan to be there by next year. So I love you all. Talk to you soon. And have a happy new year. Magic, love, and light to you coming up.